Hey everybody, going through the hardware store, saw this swiveling bar stool, and it'd be perfect for our swiveling solar scanner, going from the east to the west. Hey look, found some masonite drill bits that'll be perfect for drilling and anchoring down our solar scanner. Also got the U-bolts that'll fit down and help anchor it down. So while you're at the hardware store, try to get all your parts and everything, that way you can do this thing all in one day. Hey, we're going down to the aisle, we found a perfect base for it. It is the wire shelving. I'm thinking that if we put these two together and weld them, it'll make a perfect base for our swivel plate for our solar scanner. Okay, right now we're putting the center blocks in the ground and have a level nearby and some running water, so when you fill it in, it will then be level. This is where our foundation is going to be for the solar scanner. Right now, if you look behind me here, we've already buried 2 cinder blocks in the ground, and I've got to take the post hole diggers and we'll dig 2 more holes for the other cinder blocks over here, and we'll bury those in the ground, and we'll have them for the foundation, and we'll put U-bolts in there to help secure the solar scanner. Okay, right now we've drilled the holes and we're now sticking the U-bolts into the hole to make sure it's going to be a proper fit. And yes sir, just like downtown. Hey, we've got this solar system here. Just came back from the store and we're going to put this thing together, but only with a little twist. We're going to put a solar scanner so it follows the sun from the east to the west. So I think you'll enjoy it. Okay, what we're doing here is we're measuring for the swivel, for the solar panel swivel. So we're marking everything in the middle so we can mount the plate.
Steve Austin, astronaut, a man barely alive.
We have the capability to make the world's
Okay, now we are drilling the holes.
Steve Austin will be that
The next thing you wanted to do is easily drill a hole and assemble the frame, which is going to go on the swivel plate.
Faster.
It shouldn't take very long at all. It's a very We are now drilling the holes, and what we're doing is we're marking the holes with a drill right now, and we're about to mark where we're going to put the frame on our swivel plate. Okay, now what we do, we drill the holes and we got the hardware, and Wayne is now putting the hardware in there, and this is very simple and very easy. It only takes about 2 minutes. Get the thing, and then we'll just ratchet it down and then be ready to put the panels together, and Wayne is beginning to ratchet. So there you go. In a few minutes we'll just have our thing tightened down nice and snug after ratcheting down, and ready to put the swivel on. Okay, let me show you this frame I just got all completed here, and I've got my time clock all mounted, and I mounted the sprocket onto the dial, which is identical to this sprocket, which is connected to the crank, which is very similar to a bicycle, which rotates very easily. And this is, once it's powered up, it will then start turning the dial very slowly. Okay, now we've got the frame moved in here, and we've got the swivel mounted on the platform, and now all we're doing is putting the screws in, and we're going to secure these down to the swivel plate. And look at that, Just very simple. Just turning a couple screws, and pretty soon we'll have this anchor down and ready to put the panels on the frame. Okay, now we've got it all tightened down. Now look how the turntable swivels, nice and easy, back and forth. Okay. Give it a little push and let go. You can see how easy that thing turns. Well, here it is now. Before installing the chain to the 24-hour time clock and the sprocket and this crank, let me show you the ingenious way this scanner works, tracking the sun from the east to the west and then back again. We drilled the holes and we got everything in alignment. Right now we just simply place the solar scanner onto the blocks, and lo and behold, we get it in place, ready to line up the U-bolts. Perfect. Right now we're putting the plate under the bottom, and we're putting the nuts onto the U-bolts. This should only take just a few minutes to do. Alright, next thing you know, we get the turntable mounted on there. We've mounted it onto the cinder blocks, and now we are getting the back and forth ready for the panels to be mounted. We'll do that after we get the electrical hooked up. But we're almost there. Okay, right now we're in our battery farm. We've got 3 deep cycle batteries, and this is our switch for the panel. Okay, that turns on our lights, and right now it's in the on position. And this is our regulator, and it's showing up at 12.9 volts from the solar panel. And these are our photo switches right here, and all you got to do is just turn this off and these lights will come on, and you let go. And that's all because of this photo switch. Let me see. And the lights come off. Take your hand off. Right now we're going to install these lights on the outside. They're LED, and they are low wattage and 12 volt, and they produce plenty of light. Very efficient. Hey, right now we got it all completed, and we're going to show you how it all works. So basically, take this cover off here, and if the cameraman, Mark, can come in here a little closer and take a look at it. Right now it's all set up, the gears are turning, and right now it's in the easterly configuration. It's now, if you go on back a little bit and show the panels, is now going from the east to the west, where the sunshine is going to be hitting it shortly, but we unfortunately have a tree that is covering up in the shade, but eventually it'll be in the bright sun, and it will start going from the east to the west in a slow pattern. We'll come back later today and show you where it's moved from this configuration to the noon and then to the evening time. And there it is at noon or afternoon, 1 o'clock, whenever. Anyway, it's moved out to looking to the south where the sun is. Look at the shadow. Okay, this is after 6 o'clock. About 7 o'clock position. 13.7.